Cathay Pacific Flight CX-880 from Hong Kong International Airport to Los Angeles International Airport aborted takeoff shortly before 0100 hours on June 24th, leading to an emergency evacuation. The incident also resulted in 11 passenger injuries. The aircraft, a Boeing 777-300ER, was carrying 17 crew members and 293 passengers. Let's look at what happened in today's video. There seem to be conflicting reports as to the cause of the rejected takeoff. An airline spokesperson told Simple Flying the aborted takeoff was the result of a, quote, technical issue, while a statement from Hong Kong International Airport says the aborted takeoff was due to a quote-unquote signal anomaly. The South China Morning Post, meanwhile, has reported that the aircraft had 12 damaged wheels during takeoff and flames could be seen near the wheels. However, the pilots managed to use the emergency brakes just before takeoff and return to the gate. After aborting takeoff on runway 07 right, the aircraft was able to safely return to the gate. Even so, the crew opted to conduct a precautionary evacuation using the 5-door escape slides. The 11 injured passengers included 10 women and 1 man, all of whom the airline says sustained their injuries during the evacuation process. All were picked up at the scene by ambulances and sent to local hospitals. 9 of the 11 passengers who received treatment at hospitals have been discharged, a representative from Cathay Pacific said, adding, "Our colleagues will continue to provide support to the 2 hospitalized passengers and their families." The airline said it arranged overnight hotel accommodation for the affected passengers before deploying a different aircraft to operate Flight CX-880. Alternate arrangements have been provided for passengers with connecting flights. The aircraft involved in the incident was registered Bravo Kilo Papa Quebec. Planespotters.net data shows that the 777-300ER was first delivered to Cathay Pacific by Boeing in April 2010, making the aircraft just over 13 years old. At the time of this video's production, the aircraft remains on the ground in Hong Kong. The June 24th incident marks the first resulting in passenger injuries for Cathay Pacific since April 2010. During that incident on CX-780 from Surabaya Juanda International Airport to Hong Kong, both engines of the Airbus A330 failed due to contaminated fuel. In this 13-year-old incident, the crew managed to land the plane safely, although 57 people were injured during the slide evacuation. Cathay Pacific's pilots on Flight 780 were presented with the Polaris Award from the International Federation of Airline Pilots Association for their heroism and airmanship. What do you think of this recent incident and how the airline handled it? And have you ever had to evacuate an aircraft using emergency slides? Share your thoughts and experiences by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.